Hello, welcome to the homework video for help video. Sorry, not homework video. Help video for homework number 22. I apologize, this video wasn't posted originally. It is now posted, so the due date for the assignment has been extended for a day. All right, so we're going to quickly go through this. These shouldn't take too long. It's a little bit of the same work that we did in class. So z equals 2. If we're going to put that into words, we are going to say real numbers, or all real numbers, but there's just one, real numbers equal to, this time I'm going to write the word, but next time maybe I'll just put the symbol equal to 2. If I'm going to do it in set notation, that's where we use the curly brackets, and then in the brackets we put our answer. And then for the graph, all you simply do is put a shaded dot on the answer, which is 2. Okay, for the next one, z squared equals 4. Now, if you remember from what we did in class, if we take the square root of both sides, I know before you remembered z is equal to 2, but it is also the opposite because negative 2 times 2 is 4. So that's what we get. So for this in words, we say all real numbers equal to, and now I have to put it in order from least to greatest, equal to negative 2 and 2. And I do the same thing in my curly brackets, put a negative 2, comma 2. And over here, I have 2 shaded dots or points, one at negative 2 and one at 2. We did not have to do 11, 12. Z minus 3 equals 2. So you will want to solve this one. So I add 3 to both sides. And I find that z is equal to 5. So words, real numbers equal to 5. Equal to 5. Set notation, do your curly bracket. Hey, look at those, not too bad. And put the number 5. And then on your number line or graph, find your answer and shade it in. Now, it's important what I'm saying shaded in. Some of you have already learned about this. There are times when it might not be a shaded in circle. All right, so 13, a little interesting here. I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. But when I do that, I am not done. I now have z squared equals 1. And I don't think people realize that 1 is actually a perfect square. If you take the square root, I'll use a different color, of z squared and 1, you get z and you get 1 or negative 1. Remember, we have both the positive and negative answers. So words, real numbers equal to negative 1, put it in order from least to greatest, and 1. Curly brackets, negative 1, 1. Graph, shaded point or shaded circle at negative 1 and positive 1. Okay, let's try green this time. Z equals 2z. That one's kind of weird. Is there any number I can put in for z that will make it equal to 2z? Well, if I put in 1, 1 equals 2 times 1, well, that's not going to work. So I'm going to do a little guess and check. 2. What does 2 equal on the others? Or 2z times 2 is 4. So if I increase my number and fill it in for z, it's never going to work. So 1 didn't work, 2 didn't work, 3, it's just going up further and further away. If I try negative numbers, if I put in negative 1 for z and negative 1 over here, it's negative 2. Same thing, they get further and further apart. But there is one number I haven't tried yet that will work, and it's the only one that does. Hopefully you can figure that out. 0. Z equals 0. So how do I write that? Real numbers equal to 0. Now be careful. This is not the empty set. It's 0. That is an actual number. It is an answer. All right, last one. Try orange for this one. All right, so if I try to solve this, I could add 6 to both sides. I could add 2 to both sides, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to isolate the variable first. So I'll subtract z from both sides. And when I do, the z's cancel out, and I'm left with -6 equals -2. Is that true? It is not. So what does that mean? That means empty set. Or no solution. Or null set. So this time you can do empty brackets or Ghostbuster symbol. And then we don't put anything on the graph. That makes the graph real easy. All right, that's it for the homework video. Hopefully this helped you. If you still have questions, make sure to bring them up in algebra class, and I will see you then.